I'm here to tell you how you can fit big dress-up dresses and outfits into your everyday life. It's hard. It's hard to keep up with them. It's hard to manage in a giant ball gown, but somehow my kids do it, and I'm confident I can give you some tips to help your kids do it too. If you're new here, then you may not know this, but if you've been around for a minute or seen any of my other videos, I'm a mom of much. I'm muchness. I am kind of a person of muchness. I enjoy being over the top and boisterous and planning and theming. I love these things. Something else I really love, our entire family really loves, is Disney. My kiddos love to dress up. They do it at home and they do it in the parks. Even our play clothes, t-shirts, whatever, tend to be Disney themed. So with my first kiddo, she became princess obsessed at about 2 to 3 years old. And everybody around me didn't have kids yet. Nobody in our family had kids. Everybody thought that we had kind of put this on her because she was a girl, put this in her brain that she should be doing it. Since then, they've almost all had girls, and they know that this is just one of those kind of natural gender identity things. She loves pink. She loves tulle. She loves big. She loves dress up. Now we've got another princess right behind her who loves all of those same things. Conveniently, we have enough dresses to suit both of them for many, many days. Now, if you're wondering how we deal with Disney dresses and how we take them to Disney, we pack Disney dresses to take with us to Disney World when we travel. If you're interested in that more than you are in everyday use, you definitely want to check out our sister channel, Suitcase Princess. It's more geared toward travel and it may be better help for you. We have a very similar video all about how to get 20 princess dresses into a carry-on suitcase, because you can. So here in our household, we love everyday dress up. My girls will dress up for absolutely no reason at all. We have no shortage of dresses, shoes, tiaras, dance costumes, whatever it takes. They can make something out of nothing, and they do daily. Conveniently, we homeschool, so they can dress to their heart's desire every day of the week. I have taken Princess Ariel to the zoo because that's what she wanted to do, and I'm good with that. Again, it fits my personality, it fits theirs. I am all for it. What I am not for is having glitter everywhere. I can tell you how to pack and store the dresses so that you don't have that, but there's no amount of transfer that I can prevent because glitter. If you stay through to the end, I can also show you how to strap those babies into a car seat so they actually fit. So whether you're here to find out how to store dresses, I will include a picture of what we do there, or to pack dresses, feel free to stay. So the way that we store dresses is both girls have a set of hooks mounted on their wall, and we hang the dresses on the hooks. They can reach them, they can get them down, they are easily accessible, and it keeps them from getting wrinkly because they're hung up, but they're out where we can see them. We also avoided putting the dresses out in the playroom just because when we have other people over, we wanted them to be a little bit more protected and put away because they are expensive. I mean, we've got hundreds and hundreds of dollars wrapped up into these dresses. Conveniently, if you take care of them, they last, and we're on to our second kid and many, many hundreds of uses out of these babies. So I'm going to cut to our other video that talks a lot about how to pack them, but it can also be really handy in how to store them, because whether you need to know how to store them in a drawer, maybe you don't have the wall space for hooks to hang up. These things are large, and it's really important to know how to manage them without losing a lot of their glitter, without getting them too wrinkly, and keeping your investment protected. So the way that you're going to fold them, to either pack them or to store them, is you lay the dress out flat. The next thing that you do is you flip it half inside out onto itself. And I usually do this horizontally at the place where the bodice meets the skirt. Some of the dresses, like Ariel's dress, are a little bit drop waist, and so it's not quite half. But I enjoy laying the dress out flat first, and then I flip it half inside out so that the bodice goes into the skirt. So you're dealing with the skirt and the bodice has been tucked inside. So then you smooth it out and you fold it in thirds. So you go from the left third into the center, and then from the right third into the center. You're left with a very long, skinny rectangle. From there, you start at the folded side and you slowly roll, compressing, squeezing out any air, and tucking in the sides as you roll from the waist to the hem. Once you have done that, you can either bind it with a rubber band and stick it in a Ziploc bag, squish down any excess air out of the bag to then pack it, or you can just fold it down and leave it rolled without binding it in any way, maybe tuck it into a drawer. There have been many times, even outside of a Disney World vacation, when I've needed to get a princess dress into a backpack. Maybe we changed outfits while we were out. Maybe we were meeting somebody locally. Maybe it was a dress-up event or a birthday party that we were attending. And so the knowledge of how to pack these big dresses into small spaces has come in handy many times. Now, the way that we wash the dresses, because we do wear them so frequently and we have kept them for many years, it's important to know what to do when they get messy, because they will, and they do. Children. So what we do is we flip them inside out. We use a mild detergent cold wash cycle on gentle. And then once they come out, we hang them to dry. And be sure once you've hung them up that you go ahead and stretch all of the skirting back out. You also want to wash them as little as possible. It's very important. We were actually in the parks once and my little girl had her autograph book ready and her Click Sharpie ready. She'd clicked it and held it against her light blue Cinderella dress for as long as we were in line. And so by the time we were done, she had a massive black Sharpie stain. At the recommendation of my mother-in-law, I got a product from an office supply store called Ammodex, and it actually took all of the Sharpie stain out. I don't know how, but we still have that dress and it still looks pristine. So it's important to learn the little ways to protect these investments. Even though my kiddos love to dress up, I strongly encourage them to wear sensible shoes. Those dress-up shoes are great for home, but they are not good for a lot of walking. So if my princess is dressed as a giant fancy princess and we're headed to the zoo or a museum, Disney World, anywhere where they're going to be walking a great deal, I make them choose sensible shoes. With the long dresses, you can barely see them anyway. Nobody's looking at the shoes, and who cares if they're in the complete ensemble? If you found anything that I shared today funny or informative, please go ahead and give me that thumbs up button. If you enjoyed hearing our tips and you'd like to know when we've got more everyday magic for your home life, feel free to hit the subscribe button down below. Thanks again. I promised you if you stayed to the end that I would tell you how to get the princesses safely tucked into their car seats. And the way that you do that is you get your kiddo and you put them in their car seat. You start at the front bottom hem of their skirt and you roll it up toward their waist. Once you get where you can find the crotch buckle of the car seat, you stop. And what you do is you actually separate the skirt material so that the bulk of it is out the sides to the left or the right, and there's a very minimal amount in the center. You kind of part it. So once you've done that, you can buckle the crotch strap and have their 5-point fully buckled. The majority of the fluff of the skirt will be out the leg holes and around the straps of the car seat, not under the straps of the car seat. To properly fasten their car seat with whatever they're wearing, you shouldn't have to adjust it at all. Any amount of fabric under those straps is going to compress in the event of an accident and not be good. So if you have to loosen it, don't do it. Just don't do it.